Morning, Attorney Josh LeRoy. Today we're talking about sealing and expunging of a criminal record. In Florida, a person can have a single arrest, no matter how many charges or how many cases, sealed or expunged if they are eligible. And when I say if they are eligible, there are a few questions that have to be answered to determine whether or not a person is eligible to have any case sealed or expunged. One, has the person ever been adjudicated guilty of any crime in the state of Florida? If the answer to that is yes, then that person is ineligible to have any case thereafter sealed or expunged. Two, were the charges dismissed by the state attorney's office? If the charges were dismissed by the state attorney's office, then we can get into the distinction between an expungement and a sealing. An expungement is only available to a client who has had their charges dismissed. A sealing is available to a client who has entered a plea or has been sentenced by a court but received a withhold of adjudication and has not been adjudicated of that charge. Both are a somewhat lengthy process, taking 3 to 9 months depending on the state and the state attorney's office, because they need to process certain applications. The procedure requires that a person submit an application for an expungement. That application has to be approved by the state attorney's office. For a sealing, it does not. Either way, that application, whether approved by the state attorney's office or not, is then sent to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, where the Florida Department of Law Enforcement reviews that person's criminal record and decides if the person is eligible for the expungement or the sealing. Thereafter, we have to file a motion into court for which the case originated, and get the judge to sign off on an order granting that sealing or an expungement. I'm often asked, I have a DUI, can I have my case expunged? Can I have my case sealed? A DUI in Florida is a mandatory adjudication. That means that if you have pled guilty or have been found guilty of a DUI, you are automatically convicted of that crime and you are not eligible to ever have a case sealed or expunged in the state. While it may not seem fair and it's not appropriate, that unfortunately is the law in the state of Florida, and you only get one chance to do this process. You only have one chance to have a case sealed or expunged in your lifetime. If you have a case that you are looking to have sealed or expunged, please contact me, Attorney Josh LeRoy. I'd be happy to discuss it further with you. 561-290-2730.